Welcome to the Trading Lounge. I would love to share with you the trades I made today on my journey to 100K, where I try to take a small account to $100,000 as fast as I can as a fairly new day trader. We started this back in December. The market was really hot, had quite a big drawdown, and we've been slow. That's early February, and slowly been trying to recover since then. But today, I'm happy to say, we are green. I'm currently staring at the stock I just traded and got out of that's still running up and wishing I would have stayed in, but that's okay. Really, really good day today. The first thing I want to show you guys is a couple comments that led me to some ideas I had for today. Here on YouTube, this guy here, Gary Chan, this dude, had talked about potentially, instead of using like 25% of my buying power, where it just keeps going down and down and down and down, just set it up to where you make, 2 to 5 trades a day. So I did that. I actually set this up with, I forget exactly how much of my buying power, but where I could make 3 or 4 trades in a day, and just keep it at that. And that worked really well today. I made 3 trades. I have a little bit of buying power left, but I think I'm just going to just chill out and leave it where it is, because right now we're messing with win rates and whatnot. So you can see my level 2 on the right is just going off for this ORLR stock, which we did trade today. But I wish I was still in actually on that stock. And then someone else mentioned down here that right here, this guy, Fan Auto right here. He mentioned that I could be using, because I'm not doing a huge share size, I could be using a smaller offset. And I did change that. I changed it to 5 cents today. I had no problems getting in and out with my share sizes. And I don't know if there was much of a change there, but I was able to do it, and I felt good about it, and it worked. So I'm happy, and I'll probably leave it there until I try to get in on a stock and it runs up so fast that I can't get in it. And then I'll be like, okay, I got to make the change again. But for now, we're just going to leave it until it doesn't work. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. So to the trades today that we took on. First off, the scanner I'm using today, as most of you are probably aware by now, is Chartswatchers. I came from Day Trade Dash. This is a cheaper version of that. This dashboard you see was created by a guy named Scott, who his code is widely available out there. You can import in and have something that feels very similar to Day Trade Dash. All of these stocks, the 3 stocks we traded today, hit the scanners here. One of them, UAVS, I believe, didn't hit the scanners on the right. I just saw it on the top gainers on the left-hand side, which is, why are you doing that to me? Don't you do that to me, right here. And actually, I think you can still see it up here. Let's see, is it right here? UAVS I traded today. This one, I never saw it hit this scanner. I'll have to look and see why. I don't know why. Probably something I have set. Maybe it wasn't enough volume at the time. I'm not exactly sure. Actually, it was float. Let's take a quick look at that real quick. UAVS, 55 million float. Wow. That's why I didn't hit my scanners on the right, because I don't typically trade things that are that high float. I misread that float, to be honest with you. I thought that said 5 million when I looked at it initially. Interesting. So, got a little lucky there. Makes me happy. Anyway, to the trades we made today. The first one, actually, let's go back over, was BD. By the way, we're green. This thing sometimes, man. We are green. I'm just trying to get this thing dialed. All right, we got this pink thing. Okay, we're green, $214.42. That's pretty good for this account. One of my bigger days for sure. And today just I felt really comfortable with my setup. Just where my bindings are on my keyboard, the fact that I was only going to make 3 trades today. And I knew that going in. I know my win rate, it's above 60%, so I should be able to win, if all things considered, I should be able to maybe win 2 of these, right? So the first trade I made was on BTBD. I got in at 240, got out at 250 and 263. Now that one actually hit the scanner this morning, first thing this morning, at, what was it? It was here, right here, and it was at 4 o'clock, so 7 o'clock my time. So 4 o'clock and 17 seconds, which is pretty good. And then I actually saw it climb up here before it hit my scanner. So I saw it a little bit earlier than that at 4 o'clock in the morning. But let's pull it up. Let's click it and pull it up. Where are you? Right here. And then go to main. Bam. So here it is. And I got in right here at 7:01:32. So, I got the alert here as it was running up right here. And then as soon as this candle, it took a little while. It actually opened and came down, and then it's kind of slowly churned up. It took a little while. And then I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure because it was late in the minute to enter in here. The safer thing would have been, I got in at, I felt like I could have waited until this candle finished, and then you would have just had a little bit later entry here on the next candle. But you know what? I wanted to take the chance, and it fit all my criteria. So I got in right as this candle right here went above this candle, and then made a little profit. So what did we make on this thing today? It started with an $82 profit. I got in with a certain amount, and I scaled out 3 times, and hoping that maybe it would run up a little bit. And I did get one of them to run up an extra like 13 cents. So that's great. I was very happy with that trade this morning for sure. And then the next stock that I did was, which we talked about already, was UAVS, but I will pull it up on over here. UAVS, where are you? Let's just type it in. UAVS. And with this one, I got in at 7.16. I got in $1.05. So, and that was at the 7.60. Yeah. So here's where I'm starting to see it kind of climb up the charts, and then right here is 7.06. Yeah. So I got in when this candle right here went above this candle. I got in at like 7.05. Let me take a quick look at that just to verify. 105 at 7.16. I think I got in on this candle. Yeah. Right in here, I got in, and what time was that? Yeah, it's 50 seconds. So right at the end of this candle closing, this is one of those moments where I wasn't sure. It's a little late in the minute, but anyway, I did it because this is the strategy I like to use: a candle over candle high after pullbacks. Right, this thing pulls back, this opens, it pulls back, it kind of grinds up here, and then once it crosses, I got in, and then this candle opened and it shot up, and I scaled out. I scaled out a few times here, I think. Yeah, I think I ended up getting the same price. Oh, I didn't scale out. I went all in and all out. I don't know why I didn't. Let me take a look. Yeah. I ended up just getting all out in one shot on that one. Not sure why I chose to do that, but looks like I got out at 12. Oh, it was grinding. Oh, I know why I did it, because this candle right here was shooting up, and it was just kind of grinding. And I'm like, I'm just going to take the whole thing out. Took the whole thing out instead of scaling. And it ended up being a smart decision. I mean, it didn't come back up. So, but what was interesting about, that stock is because of its float, it wasn't actually hitting my scanners. It was just hitting the top gainers. And then my third one of the day was ROLR. This one was a little bit unique for me because it's unfortunate to see that this thing is just screaming up right now. But I saw it hit my scanners, and where did I get in this? 802. Yeah, right in here. So let's make this a little bigger here. Yeah. 802. Yeah. So there's a couple things with this one that I just wasn't sure about. So here's 802. This is when I got it. I got it on this candle right here, and I got out pretty much in that same candle. I think I had one that was a little bit later, but for a loss. But so we get the alert somewhere in this zone. I'm seeing it in this zone. I'm watching it, but it is above my price range. I was trying to stay under $5 today, but I'm like, here's the deal. Here's the news right here. This is the news. So High Roller Technologies executes definitive agreement with Crypto.com to enter over $1 trillion U.S. prediction market opportunity. The thing about the prediction market, I can't remember when it was, like in January or February, I forget when it was like a hot keyword that was driving stocks up. And so when I saw this, I'm like, this has a chance. And it has, look at it. It's grinded up from when I entered in at $6.26. It's already gone up, almost $3 right now as you guys are watching this. So I'm like, this has a chance to go, right? So as I see this big old topping tail here, and I'm like, I don't really know if this is a good idea. And then this candle opens and looks good to me. And then we get a little pullback at the end. This one opens, we get a little pullback right here. And then somewhere in here I'm watching, what did I get in? Yeah, 626. So somewhere in here, as soon as it passes this level, I'm kind of watching it. Nothing's really happening. It's just kind of sitting there, right? And then I see the spreads tighten and volume start to creep in, and I just got in. And I'm like, I'm going to get in because the spread was tight enough where I felt my risk was decent. Like if it didn't work out, we're just going to get out right away and count it as a loss. But I think I can take a chance here. I believe in this news. I think it's going to hit when other people start seeing this on their scanners. And it did. It climbed up. And I got in at 626, got out at 654, 638, and 618. As I was kind of holding hope. Now, this strategy I'm using now, where I'm selling little bits of I'm scaling out, is what they're calling it. I'm scaling out of my trades. If you could just look at this, you can see like what opportunities there were here, right? So, it's like mine just happened to not scale up. But who's to say I didn't wait for the red candle pull back here and get in here at 650 and it goes up here? It's like, I guess it dropped back down. There's I don't know. It wasn't super clean, but there's certainly opportunities all the way. This one's really clean up in here. Get this nice little pullback here, and then this is just clean all the way up. So it's like, sure, I might lose a little money doing this. I can see, like, if I would have sold, I got in at 626. If I'd have sold the whole thing at 654, I would have made more money, about double the money that I made on the stock. But I do like the idea because it worked on some of these other stocks. On BTBB, I got in at 640, right? 640, and I got out at 650 on another one, and 663. I made a little extra money there. Actually, I made $36 on that last one right there, because I scaled out, So, and this one just didn't quite work out. I got in at 626, got out at 654, got out at 638, and then as soon as I saw this drop, which was basically this big old bad boy right here, I got out, and for just like, it looks like a $5 loss right there, right? So, but who's to say it doesn't shoot up, So it gives me the opportunity, and to the guy who recommended that to me, there's been a few people that have recommended that over the course of the last few months. Thank you very much, because I really liked this combination that I had today of only making 3 trades today. So making sure that my bindings or my shortcuts were set up in a way that I would go in, not with 33% of my buying power, 25%. I picked a dollar amount. I think it was $1,500 or something like that. Just going with that amount, maybe it's $1,600. Going with that amount, and then just scale out. And you do that 3 times or 4 times, and you're done for the day. So this was great. This was wonderful trades. Very happy about today. Let's go to the data, which I did update today. We participated in 61 trade days. We have a win rate of 68%. Currently up $1,514, and we're really close. A couple $100. Another day like this, and we will be out of the drawdown from February. And I just got to stay focused, got to manage my risk. I was a little worried on that last trade. Not worried, but I was thinking to myself, listen, your win rate, it's been up to 90% in a hot market. In a cold market, it's come down. It's like more like probably 60%. I'd have to do the math. I just knew, like, okay, we've made 2 trades. That's 66%, right? And we won on them. So the odds of me winning this next one aren't high. So I was very happy that we got out with a dub today on 3 stocks. I hope you guys are green today, and that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Cheers.